Hi, I'm Malcolm.
And I'm Rachel. We're two Canadians living on our 39-foot mainship trawler, living an adventure of a lifetime. We invite you to follow along as we travel 6,000 miles through Canadian and U.S. waterways around America's Great Loop. Good morning. It is a little bit wet today. We had planned to go through the 8:30 lock, and we still may do that, but it is pouring, so I'm going to have to get all my rain gear on. We're heading to Norfolk. On the charts, it's showing just over an hour to get there, but we have a lock, and we have, I believe, 4 bridges, most of which we'll need to have opened. So it'll probably take us a lot longer than 1 hour. But the rain will subside a bit later, probably once we get into Norfolk. It'll be maybe even stopped by that point. So I may not be able to take a lot of images as we go along today. Obviously I can't have my camera out in the pouring rain, but I'll do what I can. Hope you're having a great day. So we have decided to go through the 8:30 lock because the boat behind us is going through, and it's always better in numbers. So I'm just going to start by undoing some of the extra lines and just leave a midship and stern line on for Malcolm to keep the boat on the dock, and then when he's ready to go, it's just a quick untie. We're in the Deep Creek Lock, and it's pouring.
Pouring rain.
It doesn't matter so much, we're not going to melt, but it's just pretty wet. Good thing we have good raincoats.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Thanks,
anyway,
man.
We're headed to Norfolk, and the journey is about an hour, but it will take us longer because there's several bridges that we have to have open.
Yeah, it'll be a little while, but hopefully by the time we get to the marina, it'll stop raining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Subsided for a little bit. I think there's more to come, but for now it's lessened, and we're just waiting for a bridge to open. It's a railway bridge, the very last bridge actually to get through, to get to Norfolk. We were lucky, we had only one bridge was closed, and he opened for us just for us to squeak through before the train came, and all the other bridges were already open. The one directly behind here you can see is fixed bridge, is much higher. I think it's 145 feet, so it's well within range of getting under. And the very last one is a railway bridge, so we just have to wait for a train to go by, and then he'll open for us. We got through all 4 bridges. Yay!
Yay!
And we're in a very busy naval area of Norfolk, and we're going to continue north to get to Waterside Marina, where we're staying for about a week.
Yeah. Sure. So we're in Virginia in the real industrial section of this harbor with lots of battleships, aircraft carriers. It's a new world here.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to learn about it when we get there. Well, hi there. We have arrived at our destination at Waterside Marina in Norfolk, Virginia.
We are here.
Yeah.
Who knew we would be here? I think it was April the 9th when we left Vero Beach or somewhere around there.
We were booked to come to the Spring Rendezvous, the Great Loop organization, and we were doubtful that we would make it, but we've been motoring along for the last, I don't know,
month?
3 weeks.
And it hasn't been that difficult. To be honest, we've actually got a few days to spare. We spent a couple days in St. Augustine. So it's not as though we didn't see anything, but it was
pretty quick.
It was quick. It was quick to get here.
Yeah.
But now we're here. Got a couple days to relax before everything begins, and then we'll and time to clean up because it's just been raining.
Yeah. Well, that'll just dry over time.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're here, and there's a lot of Navy ships behind us, so it's really interesting for us to see. Norfolk is a waterfront city in southeastern Virginia with about 238,000 residents. It's home to Naval Station Norfolk, a massive naval base on Chesapeake Bay. Norfolk holds a strategic position as the historical, urban, financial, and cultural center of the Greater Hampton Roads region, which has more than 1.8 million inhabitants. The natural harbor at the mouth of the Chesapeake Bay, Hampton Roads area, has 10 cities, including Norfolk. Norfolk has a lot to offer visitors. As expected, many activities are centered around the water. There is the Nauticus Naval Museum and Battleship Wisconsin, various city cruises, exploring the waterfront by foot, bike, or scooter, and the waterfront Town Point Park. In addition, there is the Virginia Zoo, the Norfolk Botanical Garden, the Chrysler Museum of Art, and many other historical and cultural sites, and plenty of restaurants and cafes. It's also easy to get across Elizabeth River by ferry to nearby Portsmouth to explore even further. We're going on the ferry to Portsmouth. We can see our boat off in the distance, and it's just literally across the Elizabeth River. The Armed Forces Memorial is a monument with 20 bronze cast letters scattered across the base of a flagpole. The bronze pieces are actual letters written to loved ones by members of the armed forces who never returned from war. Erected in 1998, the memorial is dedicated to veterans of American conflicts from the Revolutionary to Persian Gulf War. We're here at the Nauticus Museum, so we're going to have a look at what the Naval Museum has to offer. So we're at the Waterside Marina, and we're going to the Spring Rendezvous for the AGLCA. We have our badges, and we're going to another seminar.
What you're looking at on, oh yeah, fun. So this is even a half piece. It goes, it's more than 10. Okay.
What kind of ice cream do you have?
Moose tracks.
Yeah, I think I got mocha almond fudge.
Good.
We're just in front of Market Place or whatever in Norfolk. Just finished the rendezvous seminars. It's the last day, and so we're having a little ice cream in kind of cool weather. Hi there. We thought we'd talk briefly about the rendezvous, and the rendezvous itself is organized by the AGLCA Loopers Association. They do one in the fall and one in the spring, and we chose to go to the one in the spring on our journey, which was in May, and it was held in Norfolk, Virginia. So it's an event that was 4 days of seminars and meals and meeting other loopers, and gave loopers a chance to see other boats. You could board boats and get some ideas. So they run it with 2 streams. One is more for planners, so for those people who are maybe looking for a boat and don't know anything about the loop, they can learn more about it. And the other one is more for people who are already on the loop, and they can learn about navigating certain waterways. So that's what we went to because we are already on our loop.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah.
It's highly recommended for those that are interested in doing the loop or thinking about it, planning, even those that are doing the loop currently and they're looking for more pieces of information, people that have actually done it before. There's all sorts of seminars that allow you to understand about maintenance, weather, some of the various sections of the loop, and they will give you some really good opportunities to ask questions, get some feedback, and some of the best time is actually at your table where you've got, maybe a mix of people. Some are on the loop, some are planning, and some are just starting. So it was a great opportunity for us. We hadn't done one before, and we thought, why not do it? Because we wanted to find out more about the sections of the loop that we haven't done yet, and we'll do just before we cross our wake. So it was a great opportunity, very well run. They had some vendors there as well that are sponsors within AGLCA, and we're actually staying in a marina that was one of the presenters. And we thought, why not? He did a great job presenting. He gave us some information, and it happened to be that it worked out for us.
Yeah, so I think it's definitely something we recommend for people who are thinking about doing the loop. You get lots and lots of information. I mean, you get the information on the website as well, but it is different to get it in person in seminars where you have a chance to ask questions and get your answers. And of course, I think one of the highlights is to do what we call the looper crawl. And so some of the people who show up in their boat allow others to see their own boat. So we did that on 2 of the 3 days. We allowed people to see our boat. And I guess the main ship is one of the more popular models to do the loop. So we had a lot of people come on the boat on both days. So we felt good that we could help people that way as well. And
what I would say too is those of you that are thinking of joining the AGLCA or have already joined, you'll know this name, Kim Russo, who's the director of the AGLCA. And they do a great job in organizing it to the point where there's a lot of people there. I don't know the total number, but it feels more like a collaborative event than it does just people talking at you. So, the one thing that people mentioned time and time again was it's very collaborative. There's a lot of people who want to learn and a lot of people willing to share. And that makes it a much more different event than, let's say, a traditional kind of conference
yeah.
where you have very static and sort of generic presentations. This is far more on point to the people that are actually participating and presenting.
And you really feel like you're part of a community. I think that's it. There's people who are gold loopers, people who have done the loop for even more times than that, who show up at these events. And so you feel like there's a real camaraderie with all the other boaters and people from all walks of life, but they all have boating in common. So it's really fun place to be, really neat to share meals together and meet different people. So we had a lot of fun, and we do highly recommend it.
We do, and I think there's very few places where those that are thinking about doing the loop, doing it, or have done it, can share their experiences. Everyone's got their stories, whether it be a maintenance or a weather issue or whatever it may be. And this is, everybody's got a story. Everybody's talking about what they want to do, can do, or have already done. And I think there's very few places that you can do that. And for loopers, you're in amongst friends, so it's a great place to participate and collaborate.
So thanks for watching today's episode. Hopefully you learned something about Norfolk and the Rendezvous, and keep watching, more episodes to come. Have a great day.